Yes.
Before we get to our agenda, I'd like to take a moment to welcome our two newest commissioners, Martha Howe and Joe Donahue. I know I speak on behalf of Commissioner Krieger and Commissioner MacArthur, and I say we welcome you both, and we look forward to working with both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Secretary Nguyen, number one on the agenda, please.
First item on the meeting agenda is the minutes for our meeting of July the 28th, 2016.
I move that we approve the minutes.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner McCarthy. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Second is the matter to do with the License Commission ratification, the cancellation of a special one-day license that was granted and issued for malt beverages and wine only to Gabby Davis for the event was to have been held at Lucy Larkin Park last Friday, August the 12th, but due to the forecast for foul weather, the event had to be canceled, and Ms. Gabby is requesting a credit for that license fee paid.
Do we have a motion for the credit of the license fee?
Move approval.
Move for approval by
Second.
Commissioner McCarthy, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you.
Taking up with the applications for special one-day licenses to sell dispense malt beverages and wines only, or either one. Gabby Davis has filed a number of applications specific to events sponsored by Made in Lowell, a nonprofit organization. Starting with first event is for the location of Swamp Locks at Point Park in the Hamilton Canal District, entitled Light Up the Locks, on Thursday, September 1st, 2016, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Gabby has also filed application for beer and wine for a rooftop patio at the Gallagher and Kavanaugh Law Office at 22 Shattuck Street. The opening reception for Thursday, September 8th, 2016, from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Gabby has filed application for the following evening, Kerouac Park, 86 Bridge Street, the Food Truck Madness, Friday, September 9th, from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Gabby has filed application for Mill City Grows Urban Garden, the Middlesex Street Farm to Table Dinner, Saturday, September 10th, 2016, from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. And Gabby Davis of Made in Lowell has an event scheduled for UMass Lowell Innovation Hub at 110 Canal Street, 4th floor, Sips and Suites, Saturday, September 10th, 2016, from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Good evening. State your name for the record. How are you tonight, Gabby?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I hope you're on salary.
I try to be.
Jeez. I see that all the commissioners have a Hamilton Canal District. Can you just tell us about the Swamp Locks
Absolutely. So this is not a Made in Lowell event. I was actually requested by the Waterways Initiative to support an event that they're doing Thursday, September 1st. And they asked if I could bring my Friday nights event series, which I've been doing. It's a food truck night market, to the Swamp Locks event. So they're actually going to be lighting up the locks right there. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing. So I did provide you something we have done just so that you could understand the location of this event. It's actually not at Point Park. It's at the Swamp Locks. So the Swamp Locks part is controlled by the Lowell National Park, and that's what you see in red. That's where the event's actually going to be held. So it is bordered by the canal. There is City of Lowell fencing right there, and there is some access, an entryway access. All of this I will be asking for barriers as well, and police.
Pretty much where the willow trees are, right around there.
I would think so, potentially, right?
So you're going to be putting up barriers as you come in from the historical park, national park there on the right. Mm-hmm. You'll have an entrance right there as well.
Right, so actually the Swamp Locks is, this part in the red is mostly bordered by fencing and then the canals. There is an opening in that fencing that we are going to have barriers installed the day of.
How many people do you think are going to be at this event?
As it's not my event, I'm not sure. I'm going to assume about 300.
You have no problem putting 300 people in that area?
It's large enough.
It is?
Yeah. It's about the same size as the Point Park location.
Deputy Superintendent Webb, have any concerns about this event?
No, Mr. Chairman. Looks to me like the designated area is what we know as the Dutton Street parking lot.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. Yep, I'm with you. Commissioners, comments, questions? Commissioner Howe? No?
No.
Okay.
I was going to ask, you have a special place for texting?
Excuse me?
It says text.
That
text,
was my
text.
mistake. I was trying to make it, and I didn't even see that I left those there.
I move approval.
Motion by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck on all the events.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, taking up number 4 on the meeting agenda, we have applications for a special one-day license for all alcoholic beverages. This is for a responsible manager who is representing a nonprofit organization, starting with Wilfred Inge, a medical doctor of the Batibo Alumni Student Association, 122 Western Avenue. Water project fundraising for Saturday, September 27, 2016, from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. Gabby Davis of Maiden Lowell for event at Middle and Palmer Streets, the Grand Tasting, Saturday, September 10th, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And Dennis Argano of the Sporting and Athletic Club of Lowell, Inc. for an event on Hanover Street between Market and Merrimack Streets. The fundraising event cookout, Saturday, September 17th, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
For all three of you up at the lectern, could you state your name for the record, sir?
My name is Dr. Wilfred Njat.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. Good evening.
Gabby Davis with Maiden Lowell.
Dennis Garno, the Sporting Athletic Club.
How are you, Dennis?
I bet yourself.
Doctor, can you tell us about your event, please?
Yes, we have scheduled a convention, which is a fundraiser convention this Saturday coming, 27th of August. And this is to raise money for a water project in it's a small village in Africa where I went to school. And there's a shortage of water there, and we're taking that challenge to provide those students with water.
You understand your responsibilities holding this license, sir?
Yes,
Okay. How many people are going to be at your event?
about 200.
Very good, very good. Dennis, tell us about your event, please.
I'm having a fundraiser for an employee of ours. We're going to have a cookout outside on Hanover Street,
Yep.
and 2 bands and a comedian from 1 to 6.
We shutting down the road there?
Yes.
Okay.
For application.
Deputy Superintendent Webb, any concerns?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioners, questions, comments?
Move approval.
Move for approval by Commissioner McCarthy, seconded by
Second.
Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good luck with all your events.
Thank you.
Proceeding with number 5 on our meeting agenda, we have applications for special event permits for amplification of sound for outdoor public entertainment. Dennis Garno of the Sporting and Athletic Club of Lowell, 525 Market Street, sound system for bands, a comedian, fundraising, event cookout, Saturday, September 17, 2016, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Hanover Street between Market and Merrimack Streets. Ronald B. Carignan, Jr., Never Forget Entertainment, sound system, live bands, free concert, Sunday, September 11, 2016, from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Hadley Skate Park, Middlesex Street, and Pratt Ave. Gabby Davis, Maiden Lowell, the sound system for live music, opening reception Thursday, September 8th, 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on the rooftop patio of Gallagher and Kavanaugh, 22 Shattuck Street. Gabby Davis, Maiden Lowell, roof sound system for live music, Food Truck Madness, Friday, September 9th, 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Kerouac Park, 86 Bridge Street. Gabby Davis, Maiden Lowell, sound system for live music, the Grand Tasting, Saturday, September 10th, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Middle and Palmer Streets. And Gabby Davis, Maiden Lowell, sound system for live music, Farm to Table Dinner, Saturday, September 10th, from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Mill City Grows Urban Farm, Middlesex Street. And last, we have Ty Chum of Lowell, sound system for live music, disc jockey, public address for fighting addiction, an event to raise awareness about addiction, especially substance abuse, Saturday, September 27, 2016, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Heritage Campus Pavilion, Pawtucket Boulevard.
Go all of you to the lectern and state your name for the record, please.
Gabby Davis, Maiden Lowell.
Good evening, everybody. Tai Chom.
Hi, Ty.
Dennis Garno.
Ronald Kerrigan, Never Forget Entertainment.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear your name. I didn't hear your name, I'm sorry.
Ronald Kerrigan.
Hi, Ron, how are you? Ron, while you're up there, can you tell us about your event at Hadley Park?
Yeah, it's just a tribute for the people who lost their lives on September 11th, and just a show. We're gonna bring a generator for power.
Yeah.
We did it last year, and we've done it a few years before that. It's gonna run from like 12 to 10. The last hour or so, we're gonna be just cleaning up the park, throwing all the trash in the area and the receptacles, and that's pretty much it. It's gonna be about 10 bands. I actually have a flyer. I could show you that if you want to see it.
Sure. What kind of music are we talking about, Ron?
It's actually going to be a couple of hip-hop artists.
Yep.
It's going to be a couple of pop-punk artists, a couple of hardcore artists, and a couple of metal artists.
Ron, tell us about about, I know it's a free concert, so obviously a lot of people are going to be trying to check out your,
It's a free event, so
tell us about your security for that day.
it's going to probably be a few people from my scene. I do a lot of shows, as you guys know, because we're going to need permits for April, May, February of 2016 for all these events, and they're all in Austin, there's no problems.
Okay?
So pretty much my friends, we staff the whole thing, just make sure everything's all right, I bring the sound system, I set it up.
So we're looking at the whole skate park, right? Okay. How many people do you plan on, do you think are going to be there?
100, hopefully more, but about 100 because it's 10 bands, about 5 to 6 people in each band alone.
It's a long day, 12 to 10?
It's going to be a long day. As well as we're trying to get out there by, I want to say by 8, I want to kind of end the music.
Yep.
Sunday 1, and Patriots first game is going to kick off, so it's kind of like,
Have you had one of these events at Hadley before?
yes,
You have?
last year we did the same thing.
Okay. Deputy Superintendent Webb, any concerns?
No, I guess not, Mr. Chairman. I'm not familiar with last year's event, so I can't
That's
tell
good.
you if there was a problem or not.
Okay.
Actually, last year I wasn't able to get the
Can you just go right to the microphone, please? Thank you.
I wasn't able to get the permit last year for the amplification in time because I did it like 2 weeks beforehand.
Okay.
But I got the park permit.
All right.
But a patrol officer and then a lieutenant both came down, and like I explained to them, I showed them the emails and all that.
Yeah.
And all they basically requested was for this year if we could just let them know so that when they get calls, they know what's going on and they don't have to waste the time coming down.
Yeah. I mean, knowing that area very well, I just want to make sure that you understand that, you know, you said it was you and a couple other friends for security. Obviously, it gets to the point where, you know, like I said, this is a free concert, so, you know, you start throwing 200-300 people into that area, it could get a little dicey, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, you know, be smart over there, all right?
Absolutely.
And if it does get out of hand, you know, you got to shut it down, all
No
right?
question.
All right?
Yep.
Deputy Superintendent, any problems with the SAC Club? We've never had any problems with that, right?
No, Mr. Chairman, no problems with that, and I know the permits have already been issued on the other end.
Okay. Ty, is this the first time you've held this license as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, you understand, so it's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yes, 3-hour event.
Are you charging people?
Nope, it's a free event. We're just raising awareness for the community. Apparently, the sun, you know, about the low sun, they've been rolling up a lot of drug addiction with opioid abuse.
Yep.
So this is what I'm trying to do as an individual with my wife, just try to raise awareness for the community to know there is help out there, and we ask for a blessing on the sound system because we're gonna have like Michael Jackson impersonators, a couple rapper here and there, and some culture dancing also. That's why.
You haven't asked Commissioner McCarthy to entertain?
Excuse me.
Commissioner McCarthy's a comedian, you know.
Really?
Not available that
We would love to have you, sure.
No?
John Watts is going to be there. He's a
All
comedian
right,
also.
just want to make sure, that's all. Comments, questions from the board?
All right, Ron, you're aware we have a city ordinance on sound?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have some sort of a decibel reader on your cell phone?
But I just like, basically, all I have is like a 3,500 watt generator, so I'm only bringing two 600 watt mains, and I'm only gonna run it so loud, you know what I mean? The drums aren't gonna be mic'd. I'm gonna put the guitar and the bass guitar cabs on and just keep it to it. You know, what we're really gonna do too is we set it up in the park facing the stores, Family Dollar, all this stuff where the residence is both to the left and the right.
Yep.
So basically, all the music is directed that to the businesses.
Okay, yeah, because the
Good.
apartment buildings are right there. Just want
Good thinking.
All right, very good. Any,
Move approval.
move for approval by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Good luck with all your events, folks.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Moving on, Commission will now take up applications for sidewalk stand license, starting with Anastasia Bryan of Lowell Jewelry and Loan, Lowell Exchange, Inc., 24 Merrimack Street, for Saturday, September 1st, or September 1st, Thursday, September 1st, 2016. And Matthew Coggins of the Enterprise Bank and Trust, 222 Merrimack Street, for September 1st also.
State your name for the record.
Anastasia Bryan.
Hi, Anastasia.
Matt Coggins.
Matt, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. If you could both tell us what's going on for each of your licenses?
So last year, there was the same event. They have an event for the UMass Lowell students to come down, and they visit all the small businesses. So a lot of times the small businesses have a sidewalk sale, or they'll have a special sale. If you come and show your ID, you get an extra percentage off or a free app or whatever. So we're just going to have a small table out with some electronics outside on the sidewalk and do a sale for them.
Good. Matt?
Enterprise Bank is looking to participate in the same event. We're really just going to be handing out information on student checking options.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here and not Mr. LaValle. You probably wouldn't have got the license, so. Any questions or comments from the board?
Is Mr. Duncan going to be performing at this event?
I do not believe so.
Thank you.
So good questions. These are things we need to know, Matt. All right? Wish of the body.
Move approval.
Move for approval by Commissioner McCarthy, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Good luck. Have fun.
Number 7 on the meeting agendas, we have an application for entertainment in the licensed restaurant for 2016, live music, disc jockey, and jukebox. BS Collaborative, Inc., doing business as Delish Restaurant and Bar. Yang Zhu manager, all alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 61 Merrimack Street.
State your name for the record.
Pardon?
State your name for the record.
Yeah.
Your name.
Iwan Zhou,
How are you tonight?
the manager.
Good. So tell us what you want to do over at Delish.
Yeah, so I try to do the live music, the DJ, and Joe Bass.
Okay. How's business?
Oh, slow. Very,
It's
very
slow right now,
We try
summer?
doing the live music, try to do the business school. That's why I apply for.
Okay. Questions, comments from the board? Move for approval by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Howe. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Thank you.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Good luck. Hope
Thank you.
business picks up for you.
That's it. Thanks.
Number 8 on our meeting agenda, application by Downheath Cider House. Is Max Goranson here? Mr. Chairman, Mr. Goranson sent an email to me yesterday. I think I forwarded it to the board members, and that is apparently his situation as far as availability to come to the city of Lowell this evening for the meeting apparently has been compromised. Apparently he has no vehicle, so he's willing to request the board to continue it, possibly for September 1st, our next scheduled meeting, so that he would be able to then come before you and speak on his application.
I think that'll be fine. Sure.
Move continuation.
Move from continuation by Commissioner Krieger, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? We'll see him September 1st.
And now we have communications from our Superintendent of Police, William M. Taylor, starting with the first communication is dated August 2nd, 2016, regarding allegations of misconduct on July 30th, 2016, against the licensee known as LCRC, Inc., doing business as Dudley's. Matthew J. Murphy, the interim manager, all alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 19 Merrimack Street. We have a second communication also from the Superintendent of Police, dated August 9th, 2016, regarding allegations of misconduct on May 2nd, 2016, against Mill City Ballroom, Inc., doing business as Mill City Ballroom. Joel Assadorian, manager, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 74 Merrimack Street. A third communication from the superintendent is dated August 10, 2016, regarding allegations of misconduct on July 26, 2016, against Mill City Ballroom. Doing business as Mill City Ballroom, Joel Asadorian, manager, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 74 Merrimack Street. There is a fourth communication from the superintendent dated August the 11th, 2016, regarding allegations of misconduct on July 30th, 2016, against Mill City Ballroom, Inc., doing business as Mill City Ballroom, Joel Asadorian, manager, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 74 Merrimack Street. And a fifth communication from the superintendent of police is dated August the 12th, 2016, regarding allegations of misconduct on August 6th, 7th, 2016, against Mill City Ballroom, Inc., doing business as Mill City Ballroom, Joel Asadorian, manager, all alcoholic beverages restaurant licensee at 74 Merrimack Street.
If the board sees it fit, I'm sure we can hear all these complaints at our next meeting, September 1st, unless somebody has any issues with that. Agreed?
Second.
All right. Motion by Commissioner Howe, seconded by Commissioner Krieger. We'll hear all complaints September 1st meeting. Mr. Murphy, I do see you in the back. There's really no need for you to be here tonight unless you'd like to speak. Okay, thank you, sir.
Proceeding with number 10 on our meeting agenda, application by the Mariachi Foods, Inc., doing business as El Potro Mexican Grill, Joseph M. Carrero Jr., Director, Manager of the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 124 Merrimack Street, for new officer director and transfer of stock. For the board's ratification is the publication of a legal notice for Friday, August the 19th, 2016, in the Lowell Sun newspaper, and for a hearing to be held on this application for Thursday, September 1st, 2016, at 6:30 p.m. in the council chamber.
Motion by Commissioner Donahue, seconded by Commissioner Howe, to have a public hearing on September 1st concerning this agenda item. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? We will see them September 1st.
And number 11 on our meeting agenda is a review, a communication from the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission regarding a decision dated August 9th, 2016, on the matter of Vanek Can, doing business as the Crown All-Alcoholic Beverages Restaurant licensee at 74 Middlesex Street. Lowell License Commission will vote on whether to enter into an executive session to discuss strategy regarding litigation, the public discussion of which may have a detrimental effect on litigating position of the License Commission.
Obviously, when we got word of this, it was a bit disheartening to hear that the ABCC overrode our judgment, especially since this happened in January. We didn't hear from them until now. And this is sometimes quite the battle that we have as a local board to set progressive discipline, and to have this come back to us is a bit frustrating, to say the least. But I'd like to hear from legal counsel and thoughts on this. Ken?
Certainly, as the agenda item notes, this is a reference to communication from the ABCC. On August 9th, the ABCC issued a written decision that asked that the matter regarding the 2-day suspension, that this board meted out to the Crown be vacated, and that there be no finding of wrongdoing as pertained to the charge of selling or delivering an alcoholic beverage in contravention of Section 69 of Chapter 138 of the Mass General Laws. As the agenda also notes, there was also noted an opportunity for the board to vote to go into executive session, to discuss litigation strategy.
It's good to see that we have another attorney here on the board, so I probably think this is probably a good idea that we do go talk about this. If not, I think this is probably a good learning experience for us, but I would make a motion that we go into executive session to concerning litigation strategy. Just so I'm in line with what, we have nothing left on the agenda, so once we close executive session, can we adjourn from the meeting? Can we make a motion to do that?
I believe the idea is that we would vote to go into executive session,
Yeah.
assuming it's a confirmed.
Yep.
Then you would return to regular session to take a vote.
Do we need to come back
adjourn.
here for a
I
vote?
believe that's the protocol, unless,
I did give that issue further thought, and I think that would be the cleaner practice to ensure compliance with open meeting law.
Okay, let's do that.
okay, so
We need a vote, right? Roll call?
a motion by you, Mr.
By me.
Chairman, and second,
Commissioner McCarthy.
McCarthy. Okay, so a roll call vote on this matter, starting with Chairman Dakota.
Yes?
Commissioner Krieger,
Yes.
Commissioner McCarthy,
Yes.
Commissioner Howe,
Yes.
and Commissioner Donahue.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 5 yeas. So when the commission goes into executive session, we'll return to regular session to adjourn. So it's 6:55 PM.
Motion by Commissioner Krieger to terminate executive session, seconded by Commissioner Donahue. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I move we adjourn.
Motion by Commissioner Krieger to adjourn, seconded by Commissioner McCarthy. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Everyone have a good evening.